Hi everyone, this month I'll be using the Tarot Illuminati deck to do general readings for all the signs. I've decided to base the readings on how to navigate challenges throughout the month to create the best possible outcome. I hope you enjoy the cards and I hope you enjoy your readings. Hello Scorpions, today we're doing your January 2016 reading. Looking at the energies surrounding you for January 2016 and the advice on how to utilize those energies to create the best possible outcome for yourselves. So Scorpio, January 2016. Scorpio, January 2016. Okay. Oh wow. I have to say the readings this month have been quite profound. There's a lot of change going on for most people. And if you're one of the lucky ones, the changes are quite momentous. Let's see what the masters want to tell us today. Okay, Scorpio. So your first card today is the Seven of Swords in the position of how you're coming into January, thinking, feeling, and expressing yourself, expressing your energy. And the Seven of Swords, it talks about holding something close to your chest. It's cunning, it can be cunning, it can be also wisely holding out on people, not revealing information until the time is right, doing things behind the scenes, not necessarily to the detriment of anyone else at this point, but you are doing things behind the scene that other people are not aware of yet. And I feel more so this is related to career. Also because the general spread is numerologically a 5. And 5 generally deals with changes with career and travel. And it's a period of struggle. And I feel that as well here, that it might have something to do with career, something to do with your work or what you're trying to accomplish. You probably haven't been satisfied with something, or it's time to make a change because of the Death card here being the Foundation card. It's saying that there is necessary transitions happening, that they need to happen. So maybe something, you've reached the end of your rope with something, you know it's time to move on. And so now you're putting in place some ideas or taking action, or I think it's more so ideas. You're working on some ideas in order to extricate yourself from a situation and waiting for the time to be right to do so. The Lovers card is in reverse, and it's what you're missing or what you haven't considered, what's not in your life. And here it's inconsistency. And I think that you found yourself in a situation where you've needed to make necessary changes because of your own inconsistency and your own indecision. It's like you've been putting this off for a while, or you've been indecisive for quite a while, and you've been inconsistent as well. You haven't followed through with what you know you should have done. And you want your freedom. I feel like that. You want to be released from whatever the situation is, from your work contract, from a project, from a relationship. You want to be released, but almost foolishly and recklessly. And I think that's the feeling now, and that's where you've come from. Because in the third position talks about why you are in the position you are in and what factors you were unaware of that led to this situation. And basically you were indecisive and possibly thought about the money too much rather than your own happiness. And now you found yourself in a situation where you have to underhandedly work at extricating yourself because you're so deeply entrenched. You didn't want to break away. You felt bound by something so strongly. It was so hard for you to break away from it. Yeah. You were immoderate, possibly just focused too much on one aspect and being scared to make changes, being scared to make a decision, being bound or feeling like you were bound to a situation. The fourth card is the Fool card, and it's your advice card for this spread. And the Fool card is saying take a leap of faith. It's saying take a risk. It may feel uncomfortable, it may seem illogical, but it's saying you need to take a leap of faith. There's something new awaiting you, and it's a positive sun. Look how brightly that sun is shining. You need to be like a Pollyanna, walking over the cliff. The universe, the masters would not be saying that you take a risk in order to fail. They're telling you it's actually beneficial for you to take a risk and that you will succeed. In fact, I feel that if you take a risk with something, you take a risk in change or making a decision to bring about change in your life, the fifth card says that you will be offered something and you will be made an offering of some description that you will really want. It will bring you some emotional happiness, possibly even romance. So what will become clear to you in the month of January is that there is an offering to be made to you. And once you take that risk, that's probably when it will appear. So it's just waiting for you, and then some good things are going to come. The sixth card is the Emperor, and it's in the position of where to go from here. The Emperor is all about control. It's about feeling stable, being a leader, taking control of your life, being directed. It's also an emotionless card. It's not really about creativity. It's about foundations, about stability, about security and control. Have I said control? I feel like control is a theme here, possibly because Scorpios like a bit of control. They're power hungry, but it's saying that you need to, and you possibly will take control of the situation, and you'll feel better for having made the decisions. You'll be sitting comfortable, and you feel more stable as a result of having made these decisions. Why I said that I felt this was more of a career-oriented spread is because if it was relationships, I probably would have expected to see a lover's card up here or something, but it may well be that if you take a risk, you will find your Emperor. Maybe that's the other option. Maybe that's the other scenario, that when you do take a risk, you will find a husband, you will find the man you're going to marry, or you will find stability in a relationship with someone who has these qualities. The card at the bottom of the spread is the Death card, and again the Death card talks about transformations and necessary changes, and you are not the first sign to get the Death card this month. I feel like there's been a lot of changes happening for most signs, and you're no different, and the Death card is leading everyone to make some big changes in their lives for the better, new beginnings starting, letting go of the old, letting go of our outmoded ways of doing things, making decisions that finally propel you forward into a new life. And here's an interesting thing: 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards plus major arcana as the foundation card. So definitely big things happening for you, Scorpio, around the month of January. If you have any questions or you would like to make any comments, please do so. I love reading the comments, and I will see you all next month.